So while I'm down, still unable to ride and healing up, needless to say, I'm giving a lot of extra attention to my Voyager. So I actually got around the whole bike, and I've actually added more dress-up covers for all the hardware. You can see here, all this stuff here, down here, here. Oh, let's see here, basically everywhere. I didn't even like the way that the mount just went through, and there was this hideous, ugly nut, so I put a cap on the nut to make that look a little bit better too. And on this side, any place I could get some sort of cover to kind of hide all the ugly bolts, just so it looks more custom than the way it came out. Even in here, any place I could get a cap. Anyway, this is on another video I have, guys. If you look at how to dress up the hardware on your Voyager, I talk about all this stuff and where to get it. It's only a fraction of the cost when you buy it from AliExpress versus going to the hardware store, going to a Harley dealer. So I was at a Harley dealership and also Indian, because I have buddies that wanted to stop by because that's what they ride. And the salesman, super nice guy, right there in North Orlando. He was trying to sell me on it, and he was saying that, oh, we got a better, you know, infotainment center and all that. And I said, dude, I don't need that. I don't need a screen full time. I've got enough screens on the jets I fly and teach. I sure in hell don't want that on my bike. However, once in a while, it's nice to have a GPS. And they say this one does not have one built in. So I thought about just the little bracket with the phone. I thought, well, damn phones are about $1,000. So what I got, actually what Santa got me this year, was this little repeater, otherwise known as an Apple CarPlay. And I have it where I've got the mount here for it, and that way it'll sit kind of like this for when I want it. I can have the phone in my pocket, or even back in the trunk where I've got that USB charger, and I can actually use it for whatever I'm doing. But I don't need directions all the time, so I didn't want it permanent. Now this unit comes with a pretty decent bracket, and there's even some rubber that covers the U-bolt that goes around the bar. It didn't come with these plastic caps that I actually had to drill a hole in. Of course, I've got vacuum hose end caps, so I screwed those down just so everything looks black. You know me, a little over the top, I know, but I want to make sure everything is covered up and looks nice. Kind of like I did with these clips here for the cables. And they actually have a screw on them. I put some Loctite, put these in, and actually made so it doesn't hit anything. And also, I didn't like under here, it was too loose, so I took this bracket off right here and put a couple rubber washers up there, and then tighten it back up, and that way it just doesn't rattle or any of that stuff. Yep, that's a cover for the banjo bolt. Like I said, I did go nuts. Now, my thing is, I did take out the original outlet that was in here and put in this quick charge dual USB, and it even when the key is on, you can tell by hitting this button here what the voltage is, which is nice. So when I'm actually using my Apple CarPlay, I can actually run it over, I don't know, through this, and I need something to kind of hold it in place. So what I found, there's a screw that goes right there. I've actually already taken out, and I'm going to actually put something that I can slip the wire into to hold it in place, so it'll wrap around, plug into that, because I'm not going to use it all the time. I don't. It's not like I need directions every time I leave the house. I have to figure out where I'm going. Most of the time, about 98% of the time, I'm going to some of the same roads I already know. But if I need to find something, that's where I like the Apple CarPlay. But I just don't want it to be permanent. And again, the Indian, the Harley, you know, for over twice of what I paid for this thing, brand new. It's got a little nicer sound system, which I barely use, even though I changed out the speakers. I barely use it. I don't want to hear the radio. I can hear that anytime. I like to hear the motor and just the wind and everything else, and be cognizant of what's around me. So I really barely ever use the radio. I think I did stop and get coffee one time, and I did have it on when I was sitting out here at the bike, just drinking it down. That was nice. So, but like I said, I do like to have the Apple CarPlay for when I do need to use it. So what I'm going to do is, I've got that screw out. It's hard to get in there, and I don't like using a regular ratchet. So I got this little guy here. I was able to get it in there, use my fingers to go ahead and get the screw out. And I'm actually going to use this. I have a bunch of these things, different sizes. I ordered like a multi-bin of these from AliExpress a long time ago. And some rubber stoppers, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with this. Basically, I'll have this mounted on there, and I can open this up and drop the wire down anytime I need it. Open up and pull the wire back out. And the way I'm going to do this, it won't look bad by the time I'm done with it. I basically have it wrapped around this piece of wood here just to hold it open for now. And I'm going to put the screw through this portion here. And then it's basically going to sit just like this on the bike. So I can actually pull this rubber forward. Again, I just wanted it finished off, guys, and I just happen to have this special little grommet with a little nipple on that side. I could open this up, pop the wire in there, run it to the charger, and when I'm done, take it right out again. Again, I just wanted it to look finished. So what I need to do from here, alright, so it's going to sit in there like this. I can just grab a hold of this portion here, open that up, pop the wire down in there, let it go. The wire will be captured in there until I go to take it out. And it's also easy if the wire gets caught on something. It's not like this is going to be binding. It'll basically just bend over and allow the wire to pop out in case I need to. So let's go ahead and get this installed, and I'll show you how this works. So there it is right down there. I guess I could pry it open, pop the wire in there, run it across, plug it in, maybe up through in between these two cables here to the back of the Apple CarPlay. And let me just get part of the wire and I'll show you how this is going to work. So it'll come out of there. Of course the fairing doesn't move. To my little connector there. This will go up behind the bars, maybe right in between or over one of the risers when I put it on there. And plug in. That'll give me my power and stuff, and when I'm done, I can just pull it out there. Come over here. Disconnect the power source. And be good to go. Now I have a little cable hole down there, and it doesn't look too bad because of the way I did it, along with the rubber and everything else. It actually has purpose. So that's it, guys. Again, I don't use it all the time, so I don't want it permanent. Everybody's different. Some guys like cup holders and all that stuff. And let's get this straight. I've been flying for about 30 years. Cars and motorcycles don't have cockpits. Okay, this is just the panel instrumentation cluster of a motorcycle. Just like a car, it's a freaking dashboard. It's not a cockpit. God, that just winds me up. People that don't even fly, and everything all of a sudden becomes a cockpit. Even the people that write the dictionary threw it in there. They just gave up. It's kind of like ginormous. Really? This motorcycle board is ginormous. Anyway, sorry about the rant. So let's see here. So that's it. And like I said, the Apple CarPlay, I love it. I've already got it set up, so the next time I ride, as soon as I get well, I'll be able to use it if I'm going to meet some guys at some place I've never been to before. I can actually hook that all up. Anyway, guys, that's it. You know what to do. Like, subscribe, hit that bell notification for future content. Sorry about the rant, and I'll get this on YouTube just as quick as I can.